I'm sensitive, yeah, I cry a lot, but sometimes I cry tears of glitter, and isn't that just beautiful? Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. That was super sweet of you. Do you like my race car driver vibe that I got going on here today? The products I'm gonna be using later is like a black and red theme, so I picked the one black and red item that I have in my closet. The vibes are a little bit all over the place today. You know, we got our Y2K vibes and also my race car driver vibes. Although, what was that early 2000s movie with the race car driver? Oh, apparently the movie is called Right on Track. I don't remember it being called that. And Brie Larson was in it? Are you kidding me? Yeah, so I'm dressed like Brie Larson in the Disney Channel original movie, Right on Track, and that makes me feel great. But that's not what this video is about. You did not click on this video to see me dressed as an early 2000s race car driver in a Disney Channel original movie. No, you clicked on this video because you, like me, have an interest in me trying Fluide Beauty. So before I show you what products I'm going to be trying from We Are Fluide today, I want to read you their mission statement from their website because I think it's amazing and I want to read it directly to you. We Are Fluide is a mission-driven beauty brand that creates vegan, cruelty-free, and paraben-free cosmetics designed for all skin shades and gender expressions. We believe that makeup is joyful and fun as well as powerful and transformative, and nobody should be left out. Phenomenal. Incredible mission statement. They then also go on to say that through providing a platform and amplifying the voices of queer and gender expansive identities, and through showcasing queer beauty, we hope to inspire others to create their identities on their own terms, opening up possibilities for everyone's self-expression. And I also watched a video of the founder, whose name is Laura Kraber, talking on a Now This video from last year. And Laura talked about how Fluide aims to make their products approachable to people who are experienced makeup artists, but also people who maybe have never dabbled in makeup before. And she went on to say that a lot of their products are universal, meaning that they can work on many different skin tones, but also that they can be used on the eyes, lips, and face. Like they can be used universally on your face. So you guys know I love multi-use products like that. I'm gonna link this video down below, by the way. You should definitely watch it. It's a quick 5-minute watch, but it really gives you a good idea of what Fluide stands for. But Dev Do, who is the chief creative officer for Fluide Beauty, went on to talk about how important representation was for them in Fluide Beauty. And they talked about how a lot of times people are afraid to try new things because they haven't seen anyone who looks like them trying it yet. So Fluide's mission is to show people of all different skin types, skin tones, gender identities, and show that you can wear makeup. You know, their tagline is make up the rules. So I just love their whole mission and everything. Fluide just seems like a really wonderful company. And of course, I'm gonna still review everything objectively. If the products don't work well, I'm gonna let you know. So now let me tell you what the products that I have to review here today. So the first product is their Themme Fatale eyeshadow palette, which was actually done in collaboration with Janelle No. 5, who is a drag artist that actually won New York City Entertainer of the Year, which is like amazing. Huge congrats to Janelle No. 5. And also for this beautiful eyeshadow palette. Purple and red is such an underrated combination, and I myself do not wear them nearly enough together, but Fluide also sent me some other goodies, including their Pride glitter trio. There is a red glitter, a blue glitter, and then this beautiful multi-dimensional glitter that I want to put all over my face. It has so many shades in it. And then they also sent me their universal balm, which can be used on the eyes, lips, and face, and their universal glitter liners, which there's a red one and a purple one, which looks like it's going to complement that palette beautifully. And then also some liquid lipsticks. We have a nude shade and a red shade, so very excited to try all of this stuff out. So if that sounds like a topic that is interesting to you and you want to see me try a bunch of products from Fluide Beauty, then I encourage you to please subscribe and keep on watching because it's coming at you right now. Alright, we're gonna start out by setting this eyeshadow up for success by popping on some eye primer. I've been really liking the About Face Beauty eye primer lately. It's not super sticky or anything, it pretty much dries completely down, but I don't know, I just feel like it's a good base. Okay, so I think I want to start off with this gorgeous red shade, which is called Booked and Busy. Pop that on the inner portion of my eye. I'm gonna go for a more graphic eyeshadow look today. I know that's kind of what I do all the time, but what can I say? I know what I like. And holy freaking moly, I don't even know how to talk or what to say because that's so pigmented. I know that's like a very basic 2017 YouTube thing to say, like the eyeshadow is so pigmented, because that's just kind of like to be expected. But I'm sorry, did you see that just go on like literally like it was ink? Like that just melted into my eye like it was nothing. Okay, now just out of curiosity, I want to dip my brush into My Love, which is a nice shimmery red shade, and I'm just curious to see how that layers over top of the matte. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go in with the glitter later, but I'm curious to see how these shimmers are too. Okay, that's pretty. It's kind of like a satiny shimmer, like not the most like sparkly in the world shimmer. Granted, I just put it over a matte, so let's see what they look like on their own. Okay, yeah, pretty shimmers. Not the glitteriest shimmers, but I think that makes sense because like they actually make glitters, glitter liners, and loose glitters too, but it is a very pretty satiny shimmer. And it layered really nicely over that matte too. Like if you can see the difference, this side has the shimmer layered, whereas this side is just the matte. It added some dimension, made it look a little more wet, which I always like. Okay, so next up, I'm gonna dip into the shade SUB, and I think I wanna do the same thing that I did with the red shades, where I go in with the purple matte, and then I'm gonna take the purple shimmer on top of that and see how those work with each other. So I'm gonna take the shade SUB on the center of the lid, and I'm really interested to see how this purple works, because purples, from what I've heard from makeup brand owners and whatnot, I've heard that purples are like one of the toughest shades to formulate, and I feel like that shows through in many of the purples I have in my collection. So let's see how this purple works. It's a really pretty shade. It's like a nice warm purple, but it's got some depth to it too. Like I could definitely see using this shade as like a deepening shade if you wanted to do a nice smoky look. Okay, I'm just gonna take this all the way to the corner because I think I might add some black or brown afterwards. So this is already pretty deep. This honestly probably could have been my outer shade, but I didn't realize it was gonna show up so deep on the eyes. I feel like it looks a little deeper on the eye than it does in the pan, but I like the way it looks. Yeah, and much like the red matte, this is equally as pigmented and equally as just like melting into my skin. Okay, so next up, I want to dip into the shade Absolutely, which is a beautiful shimmery purple, and see how that applies over the matte purple. Ooh, okay, the shimmer is a little more cool toned than the matte purple, but they're still blending really nicely together. I'm also gonna try to use the shimmery purple to blend the line between the red and the purple. So let's see how those mix together. I'm gonna go like kind of back and forth between these two shimmers for a moment here to try to mix a new color. There we go. I feel like that blend looks really nice and effortless. I really like these shimmers. I was at first a little unsure, not that I didn't like them, but like I mentioned before, they're a little satiny, which if you know me, you know I like a glittery shimmer, but they're actually looking really pretty on the eyes. Like they're definitely catching the light despite not being the most glittery. And like I mentioned 1,000 times, we have glitters to play with, don't you worry. All right, so next up, to complete my little graphic shape out here, although now I'm like, I kind of like the rounded shape, so I keep the rounded shape. Okay, maybe we'll keep it rounded, but I do still want to deepen it up a little bit. And what I want to do is dip back into that purple matte shade, but also add just like a hint of the black, like literally just a hint. I just want to make this matte purple, this warm matte purple, a little bit deeper to tie it off at the ends here, but maybe I'll still keep the rounded shape. I don't know. Sometimes the brush makes the decision for me, so let's just see what happens. Okay, just doing a little deepening action. I love when a palette includes a black shade because you can use that black shade on its own, of course, but then you can also use that black shade to deepen up any other matte in the palette, so that just makes it a lot more versatile. They also have like a light beige shade here, which I feel like you could use to lighten the shades too, you know, kind of act like a white, even though this has like a hint of color to it. It is very light, so I could definitely see using that to change the colors as well. Now, I'm not gonna do that today because I really like the depth of all the colors here, but I'll definitely test that in the future for you. Ugh, that looks so pretty. Look at the difference between these two eyes. I know this one needs to be extended a little bit too, but you can just see the nice gradient on this eye from red to purple to deep purple, almost black, versus this one where it just like fades into the purple. I feel like this just elevated the look so much, and yeah, that's, oh, I really like that. That black shade is good. It mixed so nicely with the purple. All right, so before I get into the loose glitter, I am just gonna put a little bit of glitter adhesive glue on the inner portion of my eye here. I'm using the Fear and Eye Pixie Epoxy, and then I always like to give my glitter glue like 30 seconds to get a little tackier before I go in with the loose glitter, or else I find find that the glue and the glitter just mix together and it makes a big sticky mess. Okay, and I'm gonna be using the red glitter. Like I said earlier, it's part of their Pride Glitter Trio. I couldn't find a specific shade name on this red shade, but I believe you buy them all together, so I'm using the red one. So I was double checking that you have to buy the glitter in a trio, which you do, but I also saw that they give you a free universal balm that comes with the trio, which apparently can be used as a glitter glue. So I'll have to try that out for next time. All right, and let's see if I can stick some on the inner portion of my eye. Now, if I were smarter, or thinking more forward thinking, I should say, I would have done my eyeshadow before my base makeup, because I am getting some glitter fallout, but I do not blame that on the product. I blame that on myself for not thinking ahead about using loose glitter. It's like it's loose. There's no real way you're gonna be able to prevent it from falling. Even though I put glue on to begin with, obviously I'm gonna hit spots where the glue is not touching and the glitter's gonna fall. But it is 1000% worth it, because do you see this glitter? Do you see the dimension? What I really like about this red glitter is that the glitter particles are like microfine. They're like really, really small, so I feel like it's not gonna hurt too badly to take off. Hopefully, I'll keep you updated. But it looks like the silver glitter, or sorry, the multi-dimensional, is a little different. Like you can see that the particles are bigger, so something to be aware of. But I like that they give you multiple options. Like the blue is also super microfine, so you got 2 microfine shades and 1 chunkier shade, and I feel like they probably chose this shade to be chunkier because it's got so many different colors in it, and I want to put some of this on too, but I don't know where to put it. But what I think I want to do next before I come back to that other gorgeous glitter shade is go in with the glitter liner. And I was swatching these on my hand off camera, and it looks like they're not like a super opaque liner, as I find most glitter liners to not be. My Half Magic ones are not opaque either, but it's more like a clear liner with built-in glitter to it, and it looks like you can use it for multiple things. I feel like in the video I was watching on Now This about Fluide Beauty that I mentioned in the intro, I saw them using these glitter liners as eyeshadow, or like eyeshadow toppers. So I want to do that with this purple liner. I want to use it over my purple shimmer to just give it a little bit more dimension and see what that looks like. So let's just go in and pop it on, kind of like it's a liquid eyeshadow, although obviously you have to dip in and out a little more because it doesn't take out quite as much product. Ooh, oh my gosh, it made it look so pretty and wet. I'm gonna put a little bit on my finger and see what happens if I go in with the finger. Oh, that's sick. Look at the difference. Look at this. This looks nice and pretty and satiny, but this looks wet. Oh, I love this purple glitter. Okay, you guys, I've thought about it, I've marinated on it, and I am going to use this glitter, and I'm gonna use it on my under eyes as like a glitter tears moment. But before I do that, I am just gonna take my mattes again on the lower lash line to just kind of like give it something to work with here. I'm just taking a little bit of the purple and black mixed together and just adding it on the outer corner here, and then I'll add a little bit of the red on the inner corner. I don't know, because I want the glitter tears to like be the star, but I also want it to be, oops, I did not mean to do that, but I also want it to be a little bit smoky on the lower lash line. All right, and I'm gonna take a clean brush and try to smoke that out a little bit. This brush doesn't have any product on it. I'm also not sure what brush this is. I got it in an Ipsy bag a long time ago, but you can see it's a nice C-shaped brush, but it's like a little fluffy. I got so much fallout on the under eyes, and I'm using it to my advantage to just kind of blur that all together. Okay, now before I had my gorgeous chunky glitter, I'm gonna take some more glitter glue, because even though I'm kind of playing into the fallout and I want it to look like glitter tears, I still want it to stick to precise areas. So I'm just gonna go in like this motion, you know, a little wider towards my lower lash line and then a little thinner down here. I don't know how far I'm gonna take it. I'm just kind of going with the flow. Okay, now dipping into this shade. Like I said, the shades don't appear to have names, but this is the chunkier, I would call this the disco ball shade, because it's kind of a bit of a mirror ball vibe to it. And let's do some glitter tears. Oh, except there's nothing to cry over here because this is so pretty. Oh my gosh, the dimension. I feel like this was made to be glitter tears. Like it's giving tear vibes, but we're not sad. We're crying glitter because we feel wonderful in our glitter. I'm trying to make up imaginary scenarios for why somebody might be crying glitter, so feel free to leave your suggestions in the comments. Make sure we bring it down at least a little bit. All right, hi, wow, hello. For you, it's been 0 time, but for me, it's been like 45 minutes. I took a break to film some Instagram reels, but I put on some mascara. I also just put some black eyeliner on as well. I don't know why, I felt like this very smoky look called for some smoky black liner. now I'm finally ready to move on to a lip. I can't get over this eye look though. I feel so pretty. I feel so cute, even with the glitter tears. I thought the glitter tears were gonna make it very like avant-garde, which I do think it makes it a little avant-garde, but I thought it was gonna like take away from like the, I don't know, sometimes I do creative makeup looks and you know, you do certain things where you're like, you're doing it for the art, you're doing it for the creativity. It's not necessarily about feeling like pretty, but these glitter tears are making me feel so pretty. I don't know, maybe it's because I cry a lot, so I'm used to seeing myself with tears in my eyes all the time. I'm a highly sensitive person. I cry a lot, not even necessarily always about sad things, although lately about sad things too. But anyway, all of this to say, I feel very pretty in these glitter tears. I feel like it's very empowering for me to be like, yeah, I'm sensitive, yeah, I cry a lot, but sometimes I cry tears of glitter, and isn't that just beautiful? But anyway, now I'm ready to move on to the lip. Like I showed you at the beginning, I have a nude shade and a red shade, and I feel like we have to go with the red shade today because the eye look is bold, and I love bold on bold, bold eyes, bold lips. Ooh, okay, that smells good. I always have to test things smell-wise first. It's got a very subtle but sweet, honestly, it's kind of like a shea buttery smell. But the shade is called Rosemont, and it looks like a nice orangey red, so I'm gonna go in with my About Face lip liner. The shade is Sound the Alarm, and I just thought this would be good because it's also like an orangey red. Now, I'm still not the best at applying lip liner, so please cut me some slack. I'm learning. It's one of my makeup goals for this year, but you know what? It doesn't matter. We're gonna cover it with lipstick anyways. But I also almost forgot before I go in with the liquid lipstick, because I'm not always a liquid lipstick type of gal. I don't like the drying nature of it, so I thought I would try some of this Universal Balm to just give me a nice hydrated base. I always do that when I apply liquid lipsticks, just because I need a little moisture underneath. I have dry skin, dry lips, dry everything. Oh, this balm is really nice. It reminds me of a shower gel. It's kind of, is it lavendery? Maybe it's cucumber. Yeah, it's totally cucumber. It just smells very fresh, very summery. All right, that feels really nice and hydrating. I feel like this is gonna be a good thin layer of hydration under my lips, and it hopefully won't disturb the formula at all. You gotta be careful when you're putting like a lip balm or a lip mask or something under a liquid lipstick, because if it's too thick, then sometimes that can mess up the formula, but this feels like I put on a really small amount and I feel like it's sheared out to be pretty thin. So okay, now let's go in with the shade Rosemont. Okay, a lot came off the wand there. A lot of product came off on that wand. For the future, I'd probably wipe some off first. Oh, that's such a pretty shade of red though. I love orangey reds like this. I'm much more partial to an orange toned red than a blue toned red. And it's so pretty. Okay, let me give it a couple minutes to dry down though, because right now it feels really comfortable, but I'm sure it still needs some time to dry, so I'm gonna give that a couple minutes. All right, I gave it a couple minutes to dry down. Now let's do a transfer test. Clean fingers to start. And yeah, I got a little bit, maybe just from the corner of my lip line. I mean, I don't think my About Face lip liner is aimed to, or marketed to be transfer proof, I should say. So I feel like it was that, because if I just stick in the middle, then yeah, it's transfer proof. So I love that about it. It's definitely dried down, but doesn't feel uncomfortable at all. I'm not sure what it would feel like without a lip balm underneath, but that's how I apply all my liquid lipsticks. So I really wanted to treat it the same way I would all of my liquid lipsticks. And because I'm extra and I can't stop, I kind of want to add a little bit of this red glitter liner onto my lips, because this is the only product I didn't get to use yet. Oh, it's so pretty. What if we just focus it in the middle, give it that wet look? It's a fun way to take a classic red lip and kick it up a notch a little bit, because I'm sure I could have gone over this with the loose red glitter and really made it like a glitter lip, like that glitter lip trend that everybody loves right now. Let me zoom in more. But I kind of like the subtlety of just adding like a little bit of the glitter. Not something I do every day, but I do like it. I like to spice up my lips every once in a while. Sorry if the lighting is drastically changing. I think a storm is coming in. It just got so dark. But that's okay, because you guys, with that, we've reached the end of the video. I'm so glad I was able to try almost every single product from Fluide except for this gorgeous blue glitter. Just didn't go with the look I have going on today, but I'm definitely gonna use this in the future. But yeah, I have nothing but good things to say about everything I tried from Fluide today. Let's start off with the eyeshadow palette though, the Themme Fatale palette. Phenomenal formula. This eyeshadow formula is so freaking good. For $18, I would 10 out of 10 recommend trying this. I do not think you'll be disappointed. The mattes are super pigmented, but buttery, easy to blend. The shimmers are more of a satin type of shimmer formula, but still absolutely gorgeous, and they layer over the matte shades beautifully. I can't wait to play with more shades in here and do different types of looks. The little smoky liner look would be so cute. I have so many ideas for this palette. And then do I need to speak about the glitters again? I can't stop speaking about the glitters. I'm gonna do 1,000 more looks with these glitters. These glitters are awesome. And I also really like these glitter liners, but I want to use these in a more traditional liner sense in another video, like maybe pair it with my water activated liners and see how these layer over. I feel like that could be really pretty, just because they don't have the most opaque base to them, as most glitter liners don't, because you have to have that like alcohol base in there too to give it something to dry down with. But I do want to try these out some more. And then the lipstick, amazing. I'm not usually a fan of liquid lipstick formulas, but I really like this one. And I really, where is it? I really like this balm. I'm curious to use this all over my face too. In fact, why don't we just, I know it's the outro. You weren't expecting me to review more things in the outro, but here I am doing it. I wonder if this would be like a good clear highlighter. I don't have any highlighter on other than my Auric Glow Lust under my foundation, but could I use this to make my face just look a little more wet? Yeah, I could. Here's my face with no balm on, and here's my face with the balm on. So pretty. It attracts the light beautifully. Let's put a little on my nose too. I feel like this is gonna be saving me in the winter time. I can't wait to find more ways to use this universal balm. I really like it, and like I said, the smell is like cucumber. It smells so good. But all right, oh my goodness, it just keeps getting darker outside. But with that, you guys, we've reached the end of the video. Let me know what your favorite Fluide product was that I tried today. Have you tried anything from Fluide Beauty before? Please let me know your recommendations, because I would definitely like to try more from them. I absolutely love everything they stand for as a brand. I love that their whole mantra is make up the rules. Look, it even says it on the palette, make up the rules. There are no rules in makeup, and makeup is for everybody, no matter what your skin color, your gender identity is. Like, makeup is for you. Makeup is for you. Makeup is for me. Makeup is for everybody. And I really love everything Fluide stands for. So I hope you'll check them out, and yeah, let me know what products I should try from them next. And I thank you guys so much for watching. I can't stop staring at my glitter tears in the viewfinder. I feel so pretty. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. I post new videos twice a week, and I live stream sometimes too. So check out my description box for all of the products on my face today, including the ones I didn't mention, you know, my base makeup and everything like that. Also, my description box, I will have a bunch of Black Lives Matter resources, resources to support the Asian American community, resources to support the LGBTQ+ community, and resources to support Ukraine. So please click on those links if you haven't yet. And I thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!